Welcome back YouTube, it's motivational athlete Ali Rashid in the studio once again. It is bad cop vs good cop and it's your boy.
I was going to say Lionel, you're there. Yo, it's Bearded Mo.
And if you didn't know, now you know. We are back with another topic today. The topic is...
We're going to talk about eat out, what's it called again? Eat out...
To help out.
Eat out to help out, that's the one. Where the government are giving us the opportunity to go out and eat for basically two for the price of one. 50% off, you can't go wrong.
It's for the couples really, isn't it? So if you're a couple, you're out there hot stepping on a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, you're getting 50% off your meals. Have any of you guys been there yet and capitalised on it? Because you don't want to go up on a Thursday and say, right, 50% off, mate, you just took 10 quid and the meal's 20 quid. It's like, not today, mate.
That's a good point actually. So it's basically Monday to Wednesday.
Yeah.
All day, every day, every day. From Monday to Wednesday, all day, 50% off. What you do is you go onto the government website and you put your postcode in, and it just basically gives you the list of all the takeaways or restaurants that are participating in this scheme,
in this venture.
Yeah, and to be honest, I checked it on my postcode, and there's loads. I think pretty much 90% of the takeaways and restaurants are doing it. I've been out myself a few times, I'm not gonna lie, and I think
obviously
it's
for your food channel, this must help you though.
Yeah, exactly, but to be honest, this one wasn't for the food reviews, but it is gonna help people like myself loads, because obviously part of my job is to do food reviews. It's up to a limit of £20, so if you spend £20, yeah, it's up to £20 and you basically pay £10.
So what if you eat like 35, 40 quid? Then you knock off the 50% on the 20 quid and then...
Yeah, I think that's how it works. I've not really spent that much yet. I just think it's just overall a great scheme. Have you eaten that yourself?
No, because first thing was I was a bit unsure of what days, and when you realise Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and it's quite new, it's only been a couple of weeks since they enforced it.
Last week.
Last week,
yeah,
so it's been a week. And the thing is, I don't know how many restaurants participate. When I'm local on Northampton Road, I think some of them guys would be like, no scheme here, get out, or full money please, you know.
Yeah.
So I don't want to be like freaking them and say, come on man. So I think they're enforced on like the McDonald's, the Burger Kings, the fast food chains. I mean, what's your opinion in the sense of, are we making the country, the nation fat? Is that what we're trying to do?
I think in a way it is helping out the takeaways and restaurant in terms of business. It's helping us out in terms of building the confidence to go out and eat, because obviously of the lockdown, not many people have the confidence to go out and socialise. So I think it's great in that sense. But I think in terms of our health, I don't think it's great, to be honest, because you just think, wow, 50% off, I want to go out every day. I remember last week I went out Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday actually. I went KFC, I bought quite a lot of food. In fact, I bought more food than I could eat, and I ended up going home eating whatever, the remaining of the food. So I think in that sense it isn't too great, and I think the obesity levels are going to spike.
I was thinking to myself, right, like a lot of the takeaways, when you go through the local towns on the main roads that were like the busy ones, they're shut down. It's because they've had government grants to support them, like 15 grand, and then they might have given a further 15 grand, and then they've had that bounce back loans. So realistically, they might have even made a 50, 60, 100 grand in the last 4 months.
Exactly.
They wouldn't have probably made that selling food. So that's why a lot of them are closed down, because they're having like temporary, like maybe they're doing refurbishment inside of whatnot else, but it looks like a ghost town when you go through Northampton Road in Derby.
Yeah, sometimes,
And I'm thinking like for the bounce back, this scheme that they got, like the 50% off, it helps if you've got children, and say like you got like a family of 4, and you're gonna go and spend 20 or 30 quid, and
you
then
spend up to £80.
Hey?
You can spend up to £80.
Oh, is it £20 per person?
Yeah, and you pay £10.
Oh, that's good then, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what I mean, but that's why I'm saying
realise.
obesity levels are going to spike, because I'm going to be spending £20 on food, which I'm not going to probably eat and then go home.
Wow, per person, that's something I've just realised I didn't know, because when he said it, I thought, if I'm taking Bearded Mo on a date, the Bearded boys, and I say, right, I'll pay for you, sweetheart.
Yeah.
So it's like 20
I mean, no,
he would eat £20 of food, I'll be paying for my own bill. But now it makes sense.
Yeah, exactly. So, but the thing is, you have to eat in.
Yeah.
You can't take it out.
So it's a food challenge, the 5,000 calorie challenge.
5,000 calorie challenge.
What's happening with that?
That's coming out very, very soon. Because obviously recently,
have you done it?
No, not yet.
You pleb. I'm gonna be there. I think we both should do it on the same meal and see how much you can take down, how much I can take down.
Okay, that's fine. Challenge accepted.
I'll only take 1,000 calories, make you look good and that's it. I'll bear the blow, you're killing me, man.
No, but that's what I mean. Like in that sense, I think obesity levels are gonna spike very soon, and I think those who, I think, what the funny thing is, right? Because obviously during lockdown, gyms were closed, we stayed at home. Many people just added weight and got fat, and now the gyms have opened again. And now they're doing this 50% off scheme. We're gonna get even more fatter. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So I don't know how it's, you know, how it
Power
helps.
freak. You gotta get in the gym on Power Freak, baby.
Exactly, it helps. It's got some special
PF,
powers.
got some merch. Power Freak. Go on Instagram and check it out.
Yeah.
We'll put the link here below. And like I said, you know, it's like big shout out to our sponsors, Speedy's Wheels and Tires. Speedyswheels.co.uk sponsoring this.
Yeah.
And also customize.co.uk. Websites under construction.
Yeah.
A big online customize your own wheels online. You know, some funky stuff coming on. But yeah, so we got this 50% scheme. First question to you guys watching: have you tried it?
Yeah.
Second question I've got to you is, if you haven't tried it, why not? And the third question I've got to you guys is, could you eat £20 of food in one go?
Yeah, I certainly could.
I want to see you do it because I know
certainly could.
He's got a big pallet. He can stack. This boy can stack.
Do you think, because obviously all these grants have, you know, the government, you know, it's not a secret, they've spent billions of pounds. Yeah, probably not billions, but millions and millions and millions over the lockdown period. Now they're doing this. Now these takeaways have probably profited so much during the lockdown. They were getting money anyway, and then they were working as well. And those who you know stayed at home like myself, we were ordering takeouts, so they were getting double the money
On takeouts, yeah.
Yeah, double the money, and now they got this, and they're gonna triple their money. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So, do you think the government are wasting their money with all these schemes? Is it worth it?
Me personally, I think the government have gone ballistic. They haven't got an idea of how to govern properly in keeping parallels and limits and guidelines and enforcing stuff. Like for example, the mask situation.
Yeah.
You have to wear a mask to a takeaway, but if you're eating and you don't wear a mask,
Yeah.
and then 4.5 months after the pandemic, they're enforcing the masks. That should have been the first thing. Like, I think it was New Zealand.
Yeah.
That country, the president,
Yeah.
prime minister, the female, I salute you
Yeah.
100 times because she locked the country down within the first week.
Yeah.
And they've had the least amount of cases. I think less than 1,000 in the whole country. It's a
Yeah.
big country. Because she enforced lockdown, she weren't playing games.
Exactly. Like Italy, when they was going on in Italy, they advised the UK, please close it down, start the lockdown. Boris Johnson, being a bojo that he is, he was like, no, I've got it under control.
I don't think he might be a bojo, it's the people who are pulling the strings. I think people want to see the rate go up and it wasn't hitting the numbers that it was supposed to hit. They've got ulterior motives, that's a different conversation. That's a different topic we should talk about, especially the vaccine that they got bringing out and whatnot. Would you get microchipped? Try and microchip me, mate, I'll freak you. But yeah, so what I'm saying is like, it's like if you think about it, right? The government have done everything they've done. It's been a contradictory, and everyone says that about Bojo, that he's doing this and he's doing that, and it makes everybody knows it's nonsense. You know, the word nonsense means no sense.
Yeah.
Non, as in French pronunciation, pronoun, nonsense. No sense. It's such a nonsensical. I don't know. The way he's done the guidelines, it's like he's worked backwards.
Yeah.
He's let the country get infected. Then he's trying to take the infection rate down. He's letting people die, and then he's burying them 6 months later. I'm just saying that, you know, and now they're doing this food thing, coming to the 50-50 hour topic. It's like, is he really helping the nation, or is he pushing the obesity numbers up, or is
No, contradictory, yeah, just thinking about it now. Just come to my head. He wants to cut down on obesity. He apparently, you know, after he come out from the hospital, he lost like a couple of stone because he said obesity is one of the main causes of COVID-19,
whatever.
and that's why it was spreading. So he lost a couple of stones, and now he's doing this, which is gonna spike the obesity level. So it's like, what's he doing? What's he playing at? I think he's just completely lost control.
We shouldn't call him Bojo. We should call him Yo-Yo. He's up and down like a yo-yo. Yo, get the Bojo and get the hell out of here.
Yeah, exactly.
I was watching a funny movie, right? Just to break this away. Mickey Blue Eyes. Have you seen it?
No.
You not seen it? It's on Netflix. Have you got Netflix?
Yeah, I do.
He's a bit of a cheapskate, this guy. But Netflix, right?
Yeah.
It's there's a movie on there, Mickey Blue Eyes. About 20 years old. Hugh Grant. He was so funny in prime time when he made 4 Weddings and a Funeral. The first time I watched this guy, I was laughing my head off, right? and he's got that British accent, trying to be that clean boy, like I forget, you know, like he's a bit dizzy, a bit goofy. Yeah. So anyway, he's trying to be a gangster, Mickey Blue Eyes. Not being, he's put on the spot. He's in the restaurant. It's the best scene in the movie, right? And he's with James Caan, you know, the Godfather guy, Misery. He's a bad boy actor, yeah. And he's in the scene and he's telling him to be a gangster in New York. They're going for a steak, and he's like, he's asked to say the words. So James Caan is teaching him in the car how to speak gangster. So he says, forget about it, but get rid of the T's. So he's like, forget about it. He goes, no, change the T's to a D. So he's like, forget about it. So he's like putting on this accent, right? So he's in the restaurant now and he's put on the spot because his English accent comes out with two other gangsters that he's trying to convince he's a gangster. So he's like, oh, it's a sick scene, mate, right? He's like, his gun drops out his pocket, so he kicks into a waiter. And I must have played this back so many times because I watched the movie originally. I must have seen it about 5-6 times, right? Just for that scene. And he's like, forget about it. He goes, get the hell out of here. Forget about it. Yeah. So he's dropping his leg. He boots the waiter. He kicks his employee out of the office. But it cracked me up so much. He goes, and then he says a bit of a word that I don't want to say because it's like, you know, over 18. Yeah. It's a beep beep. Watch that movie, Mickey Blue Eyes, and watch that scene, and you're gonna, if you're watching it, like from watching what I'm saying, you're gonna have to put a comment down below and say, forget about it. Yeah. With the D's.
I'm gonna watch it. Definitely.
Make sure you watch it tonight.
No, definitely. Yeah. So overall, I think it's a great scheme. If you you know, watch what you're eating, don't go too hard on it. Don't make take advantage of it, but don't take it too overboard that you're completely, you feel fat. You know what I'm trying to say? You're adding on unnecessary fat. So if you watch what you're eating, I think it's a great
I'll tell you what. If you're gonna have this at McDonald's, right? Cut the fries out. Yeah. Cut the fries out. So if you're having like your Big Macs and whatnot, I don't really eat that. If you're having veggie burgers, have a couple of them. Have 3 of them. Don't have no fries. You know what I mean? Because you're eating decent calories in a fast food place.
Yeah.
Otherwise, go to places that do grilled food.
Yeah.
Eat grilled food and then have as much as you want. If you want a barbecue, eat like meat and veggies and whatever else. Enforce it in them kind of places. If you're going KFC, what's the healthy option there?
Nothing. Just chicken. Really. You can take the skin off, the butter off.
No, but why would you want to do that? Because that's the secret ingredient. The Colonel.
Yeah, no, but I'm just saying.
Colonel Sanders, mate.
But exactly. I mean, like in that sense, KFC isn't really healthy in that sense.
Right, I'm going to tell you a quick fact about Colonel Sanders. I'm going to wrap up. I've got 1 minute to go. Colonel Sanders, I think he did KFC, and that was his 1040th idea, and he failed every time. He's about to commit suicide sitting under a tree, and he's writing down because he was a chef in a few restaurants. So he's about to write down a letter of like goodwill on the way out, like a suicide note. And in there he'd written the jobs that he's done, some of the jobs, and he goes, one of my best jobs was I could prepare chicken, and he stopped the letter. So he tried that KFC on the back of that suicide note. Wow. That was the last thing. He was 69 years old. By the time he turned 83, KFC was $1 billion industry.
Wow.
So what I'm saying is, it's never too late. Take that as inspiration. Let me go and eat KFC. We're not selling you KFC. But wrap this up, mate.
Yeah, that's all from us today. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys did enjoy the video, be sure to drop a like and don't forget to subscribe to this channel.
If you haven't subscribed, I suggest you do. If you don't want to subscribe, just keep watching it. It gives the views anyway. Make sure you hit that like, because this is what we're doing out here. We're not playing games. We're rocking and rolling, out of controlling, and it's time out. Freakin', baby.